Let's get this started. And I'm just going to go ahead and run. I'm not going to run any modifications here. This is just straight map. Yes, the maps will be a little bit different because of the mods that are on the map, but you'll understand everything's going to be level 12. You'll see the differences between the builds on that or at the same level. Hope everybody's been doing well with the COVID and stuff like that. It's been, oh man, it's been kind of bad because all the cases have started going up. So as you can see, it's not a bad build, not bad damage. Like I said, for clear, perfectly great. It's that boss damage that I have problems with. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've been playing builds last few leagues. I was playing builds and I was able to work them out in such a way that their damage was actually pretty good. Running about 800,000 points of damage, I was able to, deal with most of the bosses, get, take out Awakener level 18, Awakener level 8, Cirrus, and things like that. But this league, I am having last league I had issues. I wasn't able to take out Cirrus and Delirium. Not at Awakener level 8. I felt real bad. Couldn't figure out. I think some of it was because now I had a pretty good amount of damage, but I just couldn't take him out. Defense wise, I think maybe my defenses were kind of off, even though they were kind of tanky in my opinion. I still just couldn't seem to get enough damage where I could do the damage enough, and I had 800,000 points of damage on the one guy. The other guy, he theoretically had more damage than 800,000, but I couldn't. It just didn't seem like I could scale it to that. What I mean by that is, I was running Pestilent Strike, and then I even switched out to single target with Viper Strike to try to get that extra damage, get myself in the millions, and it just never seemed to be like coming through. It came out with fruition or anything like that. So see right here, I'm doing okay, not that great. Got to deal with the mechanics. See how long it's taking to get that boss, and the boss ain't even dead. See my potions, right? Burning through potions, trying to stay alive, fighting that dang on boss, and he's not dead. Now, as I said, with 800,000 points of damage or higher, you can take that boss out, see, and you would be able to take that boss out with no problem. That took too long. That took way too long. This is level 12. This is only a tier 12 map. And I am 87. 87 doing a tier 12 map. And I can barely, clear the boss in a fashion or in a way that is acceptable in my opinion. I wish I had some footage of how I ran the last league and the league before in amounts of damage. And some of you probably ran the Herald stacking build, so you understand when you kill things and you kill things really quickly, it becomes a situation where you're getting used to. Let's get back to what I was doing. Okay, so we've been running around on this map, just showing you how the Chaos Slinger is for clearing. Now the Chaos Slinger Like I said, it's not a bad build. Bad at all. It's not bad at all. I just don't see, if you're trying to get to a lot of that in-game content, this would not be a build I would suggest for in-game content type running, killing bosses and things like that. Great for clear, but in-game content, not going to be there.
Let's see what this tower can really do.
So this is one of those ones where I am not happy with the configuration. So slow, and let's go ahead. See?
Let them reach the purification pump.
Don't like it.
Let them reach the purification.
See, they reached the purification pump. Woo! I actually need to use my potions. If I don't do that, I'm gonna definitely not make it. Oh, there's a boss. I'm never gonna make this one.
You're making me nervous.
Yep, not gonna make it. I knew I wasn't gonna make it. Bosses are terrible, terrible. See? This is why I have problems. Now, we've gone through, and we've gone through, and come on, just die. What is your problem? Just die. Okay, so that takes care of demonstration 1 for the Chaos Slinger. Okay, so the path of building for the Chaos Slinger, as you can see, is not that bad. He is kind of tanky, not too superb tanky, but he's got 72% chance of block with glancing blows, 75, 75, 75, of course, for the resistances. His evasion is 52, with 100 and 137 coming from the tree, 182 from the for the life, giving me 4,000 points. Not like I said, not to the gear is where I'm probably needing a little bit of help getting the gear up, but I'm running a deceiver belt, things like that. I can probably get some other gear to make it better. But that's pretty much the build. I don't even have my last that. I should actually get that. That would actually make the build a lot better. That right there, just by doing that with the configurations, I have nothing checked. Just with that and just adding that in, it says my damage is going to be about 100,000 points of damage per second. And that's coming from Soul Rend. Then if we talk about adding in Essence Drain, Essence Drain's about 119,000 points by itself as well. So I'm doing about 200,000 points of damage. That's not including Contagion. That's not including any of the other little tips and tricky things that I got in place for extra damage. It's not including any of that stuff. And I'm sitting around about 200-300 points of damage. 200,000 points of damage for sure. Close to 300,000 is where I'm guessing when you add in. I have 3 power charges. I'm sorry, 4 power charges, 4 frenzy charges, and everything else that's going on in the build. But even with doing about 300,000 points of damage, not, as you saw, was kind of slow on taking out the bosses. Still a great build, just terrible at taking out bosses. Let's go ahead and drop out of this. Do the game. So we're looking at my my explosive trap build right now. Started off as a firestorm. Firestorm didn't work out. Wasn't getting enough damage. Since it wasn't getting enough damage, and what I mean by that is, if I'm not getting enough damage, I die. The statement that DPS is defense is a true statement. If you have enough DPS, defense, you really can skimp back a little bit on the defense. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop a level 12 map out, because we're doing level 12s only. I'm going to go ahead and go with a plaza map, because I haven't done the plaza. I'm going to go ahead and pop this into a yellow real quick, so we can we're going to do everything at a rare level. Yes, it's not going to be, like I said, mods are going to be different. Extra damage for boom, boom. Oh, I can't do that one. That one's going to be too hard for me. So reduce block, that's perfectly fine. 2 unique bosses, perfectly fine. Should I do 2? No, 2 unique bosses will be a problem, because then I'm trying to show you how terrible the boss kills are. Now this one might work. Okay, so we're gonna throw this in. No modifications, no nothing. Just going straight build, straight build, straight run. All right, we're going to the plaza. So as you notice, the damage on this guy is a little bit different. Damage output is definitely different. Pretty good damage output. I'm not going to say that the damage isn't really interesting. So the damage output, not terrible, but it's not like it's the, end all be all for damage. I can take out things pretty quickly. It's definitely different play style than the definitely different play style than the other build. The Chaos Slinger is a little bit more smoother, in my opinion, for clearing and doing. There we go. Come on. Oh, he already died. That's what I hate sometimes. I really should get dash instead of flame and switch out. I used to run dash. Dash bounces you backwards. Wow. Oh, he survived that. I thought I had enough traps out there. That was actually interesting. Dash was a little bit different. because you can run dash and you can bounce backwards. Boop, go back the opposite direction. So if you start using dash and you start switching between dash and flame dash, you'll start realizing you're going to screw up a couple of times. You hit that shift button and trying to bounce back on flame dash, and no, you jumping in, and then you'll be in the middle of the pack. Not a good place to be. Not a good place to be. So, now, show you what I mean. Wow, he survived that. So good destruction, good kills. Good kills. Good explosions. I do need to get like some increased area of effect. I think that it would handle the explosive traps would actually do better with a little bit more AoE. Because if I can get a little bit more AoE, I can get a lot more. I can get a lot more overlap, and the overlap would make this stellar. Because if I can get a lot more overlap from the explosions, my damage for single target would be a little bit higher. Well, not a little bit, a lot higher. Let's go ahead and go in the arena. Let's go back out. Let's kill those guys. Just because I saw them and I don't like them. Alright, that takes care of that. Now let's go on inside. And so this is why that is it right there. I do not like this build. Now hopefully, did I have those out earlier? I think I did. Oh, if I didn't, then I'm just a dummy. Alright. I might not have my my guys out because I was messing around. Which means if I didn't have them out, ooh, oh, this all might be invalid right here. Oh my lord, I didn't, did I? I didn't have them out. What? Oh, that's terrible. So, I invalidated the whole clear speed side of this. Because I don't think I had my, and I'll have to go back and check. I might not have had my bots out, as well as having my my aura up, which is a major deal for this build. Because without that, you got serious slowness in your kill. See, I was wondering why it was looking kind of bad. Maybe I was thinking it was me because I was running the Chaos Slinger. And the Chaos Slinger just felt so much better. And I just, I was thinking that maybe it was a lot bigger of a difference between the Chaos Slinger kill and this build. But no, it's me not actually paying attention to what I had. I had my auras and stuff out. Yeah, that's definitely looking a lot better. Definitely looking a lot better. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to go up here and we're going to go ahead and take this boss out. Now, Some of that damage earlier was invalidated because I didn't have my stuff set up. I hate that dang on boss. So, as you saw, not a terrible thing, but I did screw that one up because I don't think I had my my bots and everything up at that time when we first started. But you saw, hopefully, you saw the damage output that comes from that particular build. Now, 5,832 points of health. I've got 206 from the tree for health. You're looking around and you notice that I have only 74% chance to evade. I think I am running some things in the back here. Yes, I am. I have my frenzy charges and my inspiration charges up, as well as I'm blinding, burning, igniting, chilling, and things. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all these off because I just want to go ahead and just do flat damage and flat damage numbers, so you see the flat damage numbers. All right, so flat damage numbers without anything, I'm doing approximately 17,000 points of damage per trap. Now 17,000 points of damage times 10 traps, because that's what I have normally out. That's about 170,000 points of damage. That's not including inspiration charges, frenzy charges, or anything. I definitely do more damage than that. But I'm not doing the 800,000 points of damage that I like to get to. Oh, I might have stopped my timer again. I stopped my timer because I got off thing. So let's go ahead and transition back on over to. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my last build. The last build I've been playing from the from this league, which is my Penance Brand build. Penance Brand to me definitely got with the amount of activation speed I have on Penance Brand. I believe it's a great build. Monsters action speed, boom boom, unique boss, increase life. Yeah, should I change that? Yeah, I'm gonna try it so it doesn't have more life. Nope, because I need that for myself. Monster. And block is okay. So let's go ahead. This is the Penance Brand. The Penance Brand build is, like I said, it's a lot more tanky. I think it has a better clear capability than the other two. No modifications, just going straight in. Yeah, let me see. Oh man, dang! I think I got one of the bots again. Yeah, I got one of the bots again. I ain't worried about it. Okay, so we're gonna go to the ghetto. We're gonna go ahead and take out the ghetto. Do this real quick. All right, so remember I was saying one thing about now I need to look at the left hand corner at the brands. When they blow up and detach, they're gone. See? So you can't keep them up when they blow up. So when they blow up, they're gone. So you have to be able to cast them as fast as possible. So that's why I have Remarkable. Allows me to throw more brands out. More brands allow me to kill things. So, like I said, really good clear. I'm talking about to me, the clear is much better. It's a single target that's hurting it. When we get to huge packs, by far Penance Brand is just decimating. Now with this, it makes it even worse. What I mean by worse, makes it even better in the aspect of killing. Because the speed increases the speed for everything. See right there? Now I've got a 0.13 or 0.13 means this thing is activating so much faster as well. Makes it even better. So I'm able to decimate. Now remember I was sitting there saying I really want to get myself down to 0.14 or 0.11 or 0.12. That 0.13, you just saw 0.13. So these are the bosses for this one. Okay, if y'all don't know that these were the bosses for that one, you notice this is twins bosses. I didn't see that they were twinned. Sorry about that. As long as they stay together. So, Penance Brand. We just looked at the Penance Brand. Penance Brand to me, really good clear. Boss clear is not that great. Don't have very good boss clear. Single target is just not there. But I am able to clear map pretty quickly. One of the problems that I have with this build right at this time until I get that other Remarkable in is I'm having to press that right click mouse button constantly. It's a more active style, yes, but it is very hard on your finger to constantly have to press the it's hard on my fingers and hard on my wrist to constantly having to sit there and just constantly press that doggone right mouse button so that I can actually get things. And you can't, you can't just hold it down, because if you hold it down, you have problems as well where you're standing still. And standing still is not the greatest thing you can do in this game. While you're standing still, you're able to take shots. They can hit you from whatever they doing on the side, and that hurts. So that's one reason why I don't I don't like it. It's because I'm having to constantly right click, and I'm hoping that with the remarkable, I can just right click and get 2 brands almost every time. So it's not right click because I'm getting so many explosions, because every second the brands drop off, what causes the explosion. So every second I'm losing a brand. So if I'm getting 2 brands out there and they can attach, I'm doing double the damage. So I'll be able to, I most likely won't have to right click as much. That is my plan. I will tell you if it works in the long term. Alright, so we've gone through both my brand, all 3 of my builds: Chaos Slinger, Explosive Trap, and my Penance brand. So that's what I have already done. That's what I want. I'm gonna run the Chaos Slinger. I'm gonna continue to run that until I get it to 90, and then around about 90, I'm probably gonna put them on the shelf, and then just go ahead and just see what I'm gonna do for another build. Now there's other builds that I've been messing around with. I'm gonna go ahead and swing this over to Path of Building. Go ahead and discuss. Oh, let me just go ahead and pop this back out. Don't save. I'm gonna go ahead and go with it here. Okay, so this is my Penance brand. The Penance brand, like I said, it's 5,000 hit points, 2,000 mana. It's a mom configuration, as you saw before. I'm running the Glancing Blows. I have Dynamo, and I have Battle Rouse, which gives me a nice gain when I get hit for mana, so it helps my mom keep up. I'm thinking of doing there's 2 things I could possibly do. One of the things I was thinking about doing was maybe getting aggressive Bastion, which will allow me to get endurance points when I kill things. That'll keep my endurance points up, because I am using Enduring Cry, but I don't really like pushing buttons a lot, and I'm having to spend enough time looking and paying attention to how many doggone brands are out, that I'm having to right click, make sure I'm right clicking and keeping enough, trying to keep a track of whatever's on the screen at the same time. Look, okay, yeah, I don't have enough brands. Let me get more. I gotta click more, get more brands out, things like that. Don't have time to get down to 3 seconds on my enduring cry. I got to get my endurance back up. So that will make it more tanky if I get aggressive Bastion. So I'm doing anywhere between 99,000 and 200,000 points of damage. The reason why is because I am getting at least 7 stacks. So the POB does not actually give you, hey, you've got this many explosive stacks. It kind of does 5, 10, 15, and 25, I think it is. Or 15 and 20. So if I could get 20 stacks onto somebody, it would be 420,000 points of damage. But that means my brands would have to last at least at my current cast rate, at least 3 seconds. It would have to be attached to the enemy for 3 seconds or more for me to get 20. For me to get 10, I need to increase my it being attached to them for another half a second or more. Now I've went through and I looked at it and was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and look at the Pinterest brand. What can I do? If I take this off, I take Swift brand off, I have a 4-second rotation. 4 seconds. So that's a 4-second rotation. Ooh, yeah, I'm on. That's a 4-second attack ratio. So I can put 4 stacks on somebody within 1 second. So let me show you what the differences are when you do that. I'm gonna switch this over to POB, from POB to Path of Exile again. Let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Now, if I pull Swift brand off, you'll notice that I can stay up for 3 total seconds. So my brands will attach for 3 seconds. I can get 4 per. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 total, right? So I can get that 10 stack location. But when you take off Swift brand and you go for that 10 stack location, yes, I do get 200 points, 200,000 points of damage. But it takes 3 seconds to get 200,000 points of damage. 3 seconds to get 200,000 points of damage out. Now, that's with energy explosions. So the energy pulses are going to be a lot lower. So this is where I have problems. The energy pulses don't do enough damage just pulsing out little damage. So it causes me a problem. Now, you can compensate for that if you throw in Archmage. You throw in Archmage. And it goes, and you go from 200,000 points of damage to 328,000 points of damage every 3 seconds. Hold up. So she came in like that was an emergency. Like, oh my gosh, this needs to be taken care of immediately. All right, so as I was saying, I can throw Archmage on there, and 10 pulses give me 300 points, 328 points of damage. So for me to get 20 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 3. I can only get about 12. So I'm not only going to get about 300. I'm only going to get 300,000 points of damage out of it. But that's at a 10. That's at a 10 configuration. That's 3 seconds for 300 points. 300,000 points of damage. So if I pull it off and I go back to what I was doing, I'm doing 200,000 points of damage at, well, not even 200. I'm doing between 100,000 and 200,000 points of damage every second versus every 3 seconds getting 300,000 points of damage. Don't really like the point of pulling Swift brand off. Now, I could be wrong. I haven't tested them all, but it just doesn't feel like that would be a Swift way of doing things. Plus, if I did that, my brands would cost a lot more. And we already know that at 3 seconds, they last a lot longer. So it could be that I'm just not paying attention to the best way to deal with and do the brand for that.